in his corner, I don't think he should be fighting at 147 at all. I don't even think he should be fighting at 154.
Really?
I think he should be fighting at 160 or 168.
Wow.
That's just where I'm born at.
So is that kind of a thing with like some of the fighters that are working with Turki Alalshikh now as they go over to Riyadh and you know a lot of that is invested in the economy there. They're getting paid.
I never met him. He seemed like a pretty cool guy. I can't really speak on his situation or speak on another fighter's situation. I'm just telling you my outlook on how. It's just my outlook.
Floyd Mayweather is planning a big exhibition fight after meeting with Turki Alalshikh about a possible match with Terence Crawford during the Riyadh season. Mayweather wants to end the debate among boxing fans about who was the better fighter between him and Crawford. While Crawford is the only active boxer with a record close to Mayweather's perfect 50-0, Mayweather feels he needs to settle the question in the ring.
I had a chance to hang around Terence, and both guys, class act.
There has been a debate about who has the better career, but Floyd Mayweather wants to achieve two things at once: make a huge payday and settle the argument with Terence Crawford. His meeting with Turki Alalshikh was long overdue, since both are major figures in boxing. Mayweather traveled to Saudi Arabia to discuss his exhibition plans, with a fight against Crawford as his top priority. However, there is a challenge. Crawford is focused on fighting Canelo Alvarez later this year. But before we get into that, the meeting between Floyd and Turki started with mutual respect.
No, Crawford, we have a thought about him, but our case, we can support to have.
His Excellency Turki Alalshikh has always praised Floyd Mayweather, saying that all fighters dream of having a career like his, undefeated, with 0 losses. He recently told Carl Froch that a boxer like Mayweather only comes around once every 50 to 70 years. With Riyadh season and UFC President Dana White working together, Turki has big plans to improve the sport and give fighters and fans new opportunities, where a loss doesn't define a boxer's value. But what does Floyd Mayweather think about these changes in boxing?
What's up, bro? Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boss, keep it real.
I'm never that.
In an interview with Brian Mackey, Floyd Mayweather shared what's currently on his mind and also gave some advice to the younger generation. During their conversation, the name of Alalshikh came up while discussing local investments and business growth in one's own country. Mackey then mentioned his excellency and the trend of fighters moving to Riyadh for bigger paychecks. However, Mayweather didn't seem too concerned about it. He simply said, "I don't know, I've never met him. He seems like a pretty cool guy." While he doesn't have an opinion on Alalshikh or the fighters competing under Riyadh season, Mayweather made it clear that he can only speak from his own experience.
Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like...
"I can't really speak on his situation or another fighter's situation," the 47-year-old Mayweather said. He made it clear that his focus is on his own investments and guiding the younger generation to make smart financial decisions for their future. But what led to the discussion about Turki Alalshikh in the first place? In the same interview with Brian Mackey, Mayweather was asked about his health routine and the lessons he's learned from his legendary boxing career. He gave an insightful response, saying that health is the real wealth. He explained how his commitment to fitness inspired him to launch his own supplement line and fitness gyms, which he is now expanding worldwide.
On my investments and giving the young generation some advice.
Yes, for sure. And obviously your story is 100% a success story. You know, if people know about areas in Grand Rapids and to see where you were, where you came from and where you are now is 100%.
Well, it wasn't just Grand Rapids. I had a chance. My mother, her family is from Jersey.
After retiring, Floyd Mayweather was often asked about the vitamins and workouts that kept him in top shape, which led him to create his own supplement line, One of One. He explained that the reason behind it was simple: people are dying too early. Along with health, Mayweather also emphasized the importance of smart investments, particularly in real estate. He encouraged the younger generation to focus on accessible investments that provide good returns, highlighting his own real estate venture, *V Properties. This is just one example of how Mayweather is actively giving back to his home country. He advised the younger generation that when investing, they should be able to access their investments within a reasonable time. He also shared that he prefers to invest in the United States because he understands its laws and regulations, unlike foreign markets, which can be unpredictable due to changing laws.
As well as New York and Florida. So when I was a kid, I would go back and forth. A lot of time in Jersey, a lot of time in New York. Then I go back to Grand Rapids. So born and raised in Grand Rapids, but I spent a lot of time in Jersey as well as New York when I was young. Awesome.
Yeah. Gotcha. So you talking about career, and I think a lot of that does really tie into what you're doing now, and I'm sure there's definitely tie-ins.
Mayweather believes this approach ensures more secure and predictable returns. I try to invest in my country. I try not to invest in another country because the laws may change. I know the laws where I live and where I was born, the 15-time world champion stated. He and Turki Alalshikh have one thing in common. They are both smart investors, not just in business, but also in boxing. Meanwhile, during this time, Terence Crawford and Turki Alalshikh were working hard to make the Canelo fight happen.
Canelo, is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation.
But when it comes to Canelo, is there anyone in his camp who would say he's not ready for this challenge? That's a big boy, he's strong, Mayweather said about Canelo, referring to a potential fight with Crawford. In the past, Canelo Alvarez reportedly asked for $100 million to face Crawford and $200 million to fight David Benavidez, likely because he sees Benavidez as a bigger risk due to the size difference. When asked again how much he'd want to fight Crawford, Canelo told a reporter $150 million. It's unclear if he was serious or just posturing, and it's also uncertain whether that response led Alalshikh to step away from trying to set up a Canelo-Crawford super fight.
Like yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Majumdar.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about...
Those familiar with the boxing world know that fight negotiations can change daily, and nothing is set in stone. However, if both sides truly want the fight, it can and will happen eventually.
And he want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy.
Despite interest from promoters, Canelo Alvarez seems uninterested in a mega fight with Terence Crawford. Speaking to the media, he explained why he set his price at $150 million for the fight.
Estoy pidiendo esa pelea, al final
claro que no. La quiero para mi hijo, por favor.
Sí, no, aquí yo creo que Crawford needs to fight Teofimo first, and then we'll see, right? At the end of the day, like I said before, I'm not asking for that fight. They wanna make that fight because it's a payday, obviously, but I don't want that fight. I think Teofimo deserves more than me.
He's a king at 140 right now.
Yeah.
Turki has said that he...
While the possibility of a Canelo versus Crawford fight remains uncertain, one thing is clear: boxing fans are eager to see how it all unfolds. Will the negotiations move forward, or will both fighters go in different directions? Only time will tell. Make sure to subscribe for more updates on the latest boxing news, fight breakdowns, and exclusive insights.